Hey Google, play disco.
Alright, here's a YouTube music playlist called 70s Disco Music Hits Playlist. Best 1970s Disco Songs.
Wow, that was a really clear voice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the Blind Tech Guys After Party. Hello. Hello. Hey Google, stop. Better not get them to ding us for copyright. So, hello, everybody. We're here today to have a little party. Why not? We haven't had one of these after parties. We used to have after parties on YouTube every time we did a video. Not every time, but for a few weeks we would stay on. And there was one point I think we had an after party that lasted 4 hours. Very good.
Yeah, we need to get back to doing that.
Well, this is the after party, except it's not an after. It's a during party. Got my beers. Just for Miss Tragical, I know she likes beer. She likes to, or he likes to call me Mr. Beer Guy. I think it's a he, actually. Anyway, likes to call me Mr. Beer Guy. So Mr. Beer Guy's got his beers. Very good. You like? And we're here to talk about OnePlus as well. So don't completely fall asleep if you're looking for content. We're going to actually talk about content. And, we'll have a party too, but why not? We'll have a good time. And I think Dennis is boring. He's got his, what are you drinking, Dennis? Coffee?
Yep.
You soft cock. That's boring. I think that's Marco's term, by the way, and I just coined it. So if you have a problem with the term, see Marco. Talk to him because it's not my term. I just stole it. All right. Let's open up a beer. Why not? By the way, if you want to pop in the comments section, maybe let us know or whatever. You can definitely pop in. The link is in our Telegram group as well. I put it in there, and it's on the email list. So if you want to pop into the party, say hello. You want to talk OnePlus with us? Then definitely you're welcome to do that. That's what I think. How do you open a bottle? Oh, yeah. I'm already on my fourth, so the fact that I can't open this bottle. Very good. Very good. All right, guys. Well, let's see. Do we have any comments so far? Probably not. Live accessible. Didn't know we are going to do a podcast today. Oh, well, we're just having fun. It's not really much of a podcast. It's more like a party. And it's not going to go out on the actual podcast itself. We're just having a little party, impromptu, to talk about the OnePlus. So let us know how our volumes are. And again, if you want to pop into, I could probably just put it into the let's see, I'm going to put it in the chat. Paste. There we go. I just put the link in the chat. So if you want to pop in, say hello, then definitely you're welcome to do that. And as I said, we're just having a little fun, having a few drinks, enjoying ourselves, and we're going to talk about OnePlus. Oh, look, we lost somebody. We used to have 2 people watching, and now we have 1. Oh, this is sad. Oh, I'm going to start crying soon. Oh, well. You guys don't have to like me. That's fine. Okay, let's talk about OnePlus, shall we? Or what? How's your day going there, Dennis?
Not too bad. How's yours?
It's going all right. It's almost done. And it was a really nice sunny day, though.
Yeah, it was nice here, too. It was in the high 60s here, so it was actually nice.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look and see. What OnePlus released today. They released a phone. And they released something like a watch. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the good juicy bits for us. All right, so let's start with the OnePlus 9 Pro, shall we? So, this phone is $1,000. You like?
Don't like the price.
What do you think of that price? Especially when we got other phones that are selling for at the same price or cheaper.
At that price point, it better have a hell of a lot to make me spend $1,000.
All right. So, it's a 6.7-inch screen. So that's similar to what phones they've already released. Yep, and it's kind of similar to what they've already released and, similar to other flagships on the market. The glass on the front and on the back, it curves into the edges. So they do the curved glass type thing, which Samsung seems to have tried to get rid of, and kind of interesting. They're using aluminum still for the sides, so nothing more premium, no stainless steel, nothing like that. It does have the slider, the ring slider that I think OnePlus fans like, and actually I like that too. It goes between ring, vibrate, and silent. So if you want an Android phone that has that, then you can definitely have that with this phone. It's a similar design to the to the Galaxy S20 Plus, with just some. The buttons are a little bit different position, but apparently it looks very similar to that. So, the haptics, according to a review that I'm looking at, are good, but they're not very strong. So sometimes you can't feel them, but apparently they're good. So we either have really terrible, really loud, buzzy haptics that are terrible, or really good ones that you can barely feel. Interesting. I don't know why Android manufacturers can't seem to get it right.
No, it should be pretty simple.
The OnePlus 9 Pro has 888 processor and looks like 8 gigs and 128 gigs of storage. 8 gigs RAM, 128 gigs of storage.
For storage? And they want
$1,000? Yeah, you can upgrade that to a 256 by paying $100 more, and you get 12 gigs of RAM with that one.
I'm sorry, at $1,000, they should be giving me 256 and 12 gigs of RAM.
No micro SD slot?
So far, I'm not walking away saying, oh, I want to buy it.
So here in the U.S., at least at the moment, it does support millimeter wave and sub-6 gigahertz 5G. So both the fast kind and the slower kind. But they've only received certification at this point from T-Mobile, so it will only work on T-Mobile's 5G at this point. It doesn't look like they're going to get AT&T 5G support at all, and Verizon will maybe hopefully get them certified on their 5G network. So we'll see. So if you're AT&T, too bad for you. If you're T-Mobile, you're good. And if you're Verizon, maybe you're good. Who knows? This device charges really quickly. It comes with a 65-watt charger, and it has essentially 2 batteries. So it's a total of 4,500 watt milliamp battery, but it is a split in 2, which is why it charges so quickly. You can spend more money to get a faster charger. You can get a 50-watt charger, and that's an additional $69. It doesn't come in the box. The one that comes in the box is only a 25-watt charger. Something like that.
Now, if you got the 50-watt charger, how long would it take to charge your phone?
So it doesn't list that here, but it does say that on the wireless charger, when it's completely flat, it will charge in 45 minutes.
Okay, so the
Definitely
fast
they've
charger
sped
may
up
be
wired and wireless charging.
that would be one selling point.
So the battery life isn't actually that great. It looks like from this review, and in my experience, it's not actually. And they're saying 4,500 milliamps, which the Samsung Ultra is 5,000. Not that great of a battery, but the battery charging is very fast, so at least you can top off really quickly. So, but you do have to use proprietary OnePlus chargers. If you use other chargers, they won't work. Well, they'll work, but you're not going to get that fast of a charging speed. They're using a similar screen to what Samsung's using, so they can change the refresh rate, so you're not always using the really crazy high refresh rates, which will save battery. It goes from 10 hertz up to 120 hertz, which is similar to what Samsung's devices do. The touch responsiveness, they call it hyper touch. I don't know why, but they're saying that it goes up to 360 hertz for some games. The resolution is 1460. Let's see. Nope, sorry, 1440 by 3260. So the quad HD, which is good. Of course, if you use the highest refresh rate and the highest resolution, you will kill your battery. And I'm not so sure it makes that big of a difference to a blind person running TalkBack anyway. So, looks like they're still saying 2 years of software updates, 3 years of security updates, which is not good.
That's terrible. I mean, if I spend $1,000 on an iPhone, at least I know I'm getting 5 years of updates. That is one area where Android has to improve.
Yeah, not good.
That's absolutely dreadful. So I'm going to pay $500 to $550 a year for the privilege
That's right.
of using my. That's bullshit.
That's right, because in 2 years your phone is worthless.
Yeah, in 2 years you're fucked. It's just it's worthless. You're not going to get $1,000. You're not going to get $500 for the damn thing because people are going to say, "Well, why am I going to pay that? It's not going to get any more updates other than security."
That's right.
Ridiculous.
So they made a big deal about their cameras, but apparently the reviews think their camera's complete shit. It's not actually that great, that good. But apparently they made this big deal about their cameras and how their wide-angle camera can now do autofocus, which to me it seems like if you're doing a wide-angle camera, then you're actually looking for wide visibility, not necessarily focusing on things. But what do I know? If you're a photography person, maybe you can tell me that I'm wrong and that you like autofocus with the wide-angle camera. That's fine. What the hell do I know? So apparently they've done a lot of tuning in the interface and that kind of thing. So hopefully it'll improve the results a little bit, but we'll see. They have a new partnership with some company that's supposed to help them out a little bit. It's called, what's the company called? Hasselblad. There we go. However that is. So they helped tune the colors, and they also helped with the interface as well. And they helped with the Pro mode. And of course, Hasselblad allowed its logo to be stamped next to the lenses. So of course it makes people think that they're good cameras because they have that stamp on them. So that's pretty much it for that 9 Pro. Apparently it's pretty good performance, as it should be.
I would hope for $1,000. But for me, I wouldn't buy it for 2 reasons. One, you don't know if it's going to work on Verizon. Yeah, so I'm not going to take a gamble like that. It may or may not work. And 2, 2 years of security updates. That's it.
Yeah. Now, apparently, I mean, Verizon has certified them in the past, so they should be, but you never know, I suppose. Live accessible Pixel definitely needs more updates. It's coming from a Pixel user. Yeah, they all need more updates. The fact that they stop at even 3 or 4 is ridiculous. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, again, I come back to the argument, if Apple can update its iPhones for 4, 5, 6 years, there is no reason Android can't.
Let's see. Live accessible says, okay, sounds good. I'll be listening till I fall asleep. All right, very good. Also says for you to drink more coffee. Apparently you sound dead there, Dennis. Wants to know, what kind of keyboard are you using? Number? Yeah, my name is Nimmer. I guess you just realized that here. All right, that's a meme. Very good. Well, Number is using the keyboard called a Unicomp buckling spring keyboard. It's similar to what the old Model M's are. So those are the keyboards that I prefer to type on. They're nice and clicky and loud, but they feel great to type on. So I much prefer these. And they're actually cheaper than some of the mechanical keyboards on the market. So yeah, definitely recommend. Highly recommend. Although I would say if you can get them from Amazon or a different provider, then you're doing better, because they do charge quite a bit for shipping.
Could you possibly look and see if you can find a link to Amazon and post it?
I can look. Sometimes there's a supplier on there that sells them. Sometimes there's not. So it really just depends. But if you can get it on Amazon with a free shipping or something, then that's good. Otherwise, you can get it from Unicomp itself. But they do charge a little bit for shipping. But Amazon won't really save you any money. I've never seen Amazon have it for cheaper.
No, but the nice thing you get with Amazon is a 30-day return.
You get a return with Unicomp as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Unicomp will give you that. So, all right. So let's. I'm going to do a little comparison between the 9 and the 9 Pro. Let's talk about how those differ. So the OnePlus 9 starts at $729 here in the U.S. anyway, which is more expensive than the OnePlus 8 which it started at $699. The OnePlus Pro, actually 9 Pro, starts at $969. Sorry, not $999, $969. Oh, big deal. Both of the phones come
much. That's not much of a savings of pizza.
Both come with 120 hertz displays, so that's pretty good. The OnePlus 9 Pro is slightly bigger, not 6.7 inch instead of 6.65 inch. But it does have that variable refresh that will let it vary between different refresh rates, whereas the 9 does not have that feature. So The standard model phone doesn't have quite as high of it doesn't use quad HD, it uses full HD, so the resolution is not as high. But both phones last about the same on the battery, just because one is using full HD, even though one has a higher refresh rate, whatever. So there's a difference in the cameras, obviously. So they have the same front-facing camera, but on the back is where they have a change. So on the OnePlus 9, they have a 48 megapixel main sensor, a 50 megapixel wide angle, and a 2 megapixel monochrome camera. Whereas the 9 Pro has 4 cameras. It has a 48 megapixel main camera with a little bit higher end sensor, the same 50 megapixel wide angle, the same 2 megapixel monochrome, but it also adds an 8 megapixel telephoto for zooming in. So both are pretty decent, but the 9 Pro has that extra camera and a little bit upgraded sensor. So both phones can do 8K up to 30 frames per second, which is good. Both phones are pretty much the same in terms of performance. So both phones come with 128 or 256 gigs of storage. Both phones come with a 4,500 milliamp battery. Both phones have 65 watt charging through the Warp charger. The OnePlus 9 Pro also has a 50 watt wireless charging, whereas the 9 does not. It only does 15 watt. But that 50 watt wireless charging has to be with a very specific proprietary wireless charger. So we don't really have much difference. If I look at these specs, there's not very much difference. You do get an extra camera on the Pro, and it's a slightly upgraded sensor, but there's not really big difference. The battery's the same, storage is the same, pretty much everything's the same. So when I think about should I pay for one or pay for the other one, think about where your $200 is going, and if that improved sensor is something that you really want. I don't know anything about the networking quality. That's something that probably has to wait for a teardown to see. Like, I'm interested in the networking and the modems and what's on there and all that. But we'll see what happens with that. Okay, model of keyboard, Unicomp. There we go, I just put it into the chat. That's the name of the keyboard model. Website is... Let's see. PCKeyboard.com. I'll put that in the chat as well. There we go. PCKeyboard.com. That is where you can get the Unicomp. They have different models. I would recommend the new Model M as they're kind of their best keyboard at this point. But they do have the Classic and the Ultra Classic, which are okay keyboards as well, sort of their older models, but they're all pretty similar. So they're similar switches. The new Model M, so far as I can tell, sounds a little bit better, but they're all pretty similar. So just choose whatever one, and they're all similarly priced. They do make some other ones that are membrane keyboards. Avoid those. Don't look at those. I mean, they're a similar body as the as the Model M, but they are using those membrane keys, and I wouldn't pay that much money for that kind of a keyboard personally. So anyway, hopefully that helps with that keyboard choice. Let's see. Where's Dennis? Did he? Oh, we have two people watching. Hello, guys.
I'm here.
Oh, hey, Dennis. Hey, two people watching. Anybody wants to come on and party? The link to the StreamYard's in the chat, so feel free to pop in. And you can come and party with us. Otherwise, we'll just be on here on YouTube partying, having a good time. What do you guys think of the OnePlus? Let us know in the chat if you guys think that's something that you're going to be it's worthwhile getting. Personally, I don't feel like I'm going to pay that much money for a OnePlus when you could easily get a Samsung with pretty decent specs or another higher end brand. To me, the OnePlus is not it. I've also had challenges with some of their accessibility in the past. That's not to say that they haven't addressed some of those, or that you can't find alternatives, or that these should be non-negotiable. So I'm not saying that because you can't get around some of this stuff, but in prior OnePlus phones, the dialer hasn't been accessible. Their community app certainly hasn't been accessible. So if you're trying to use that, it's definitely had its challenges. Some of the settings areas were not accessible. The camera wasn't accessible. Again, you can get third-party dialers, cameras, whatever else. I actually think they're using the Google dialer now, so that's probably a good thing. In my view. I mean, back when I got the S6T, you couldn't even answer a phone call. That's how good the dialer was. So I think, to me, I'd rather get N+. There's no guarantee that it's going to work on all the bands. For example, AT&T doesn't have the band 14, and it's not even certified with their 5G. So that's at least one of the three carriers here in the States that it doesn't work with. And I don't like to have a phone that is very limiting in terms of carrier specs. And so, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. But if you're internationally, or you can, it works with your networks, then definitely pick it up and give it a go. I think it's fine. It's not a bad phone. I think it's just too overpriced for what OnePlus was. They've always been known as sort of that budget brand. They give you a quote-unquote flagship killer for less than flagship price. And I'm not really sure that they're doing that at this point. In fact, I know they're not doing that at this point. If I look at the cost of what the Samsungs are, what the Pixels are, what the other devices that have come out, this isn't really that, so. But something that you have to consider and think about if that's something that you want. $729 is not a bad price. I think the S21 is $799. So, it is certainly a little bit more expensive, but think about what kind of company that you're getting a phone from and what the specs are, and the fact that you're getting 2 years longer updates, because I think that's important too. So very good. Now that I've had my chats, I'm going to drink some more beer. What are you doing over there, Dennis? You falling asleep? He must have fallen asleep.
Here we are. Okay. It helps when I unmute the microphone.
Yes.
Neither one of these phones impressed me. I mean, $729 versus $969. You're not getting anything. I mean, okay, never mind the fact that for those that want it, it doesn't have an SD card slot. Forget that. You get 2 years of updates. So even at $700, I'm paying almost $400 a year for a phone. That's ridiculous.
Yep. It is absolutely ridiculous, bros.
And that's before taxes. So
That's right.
figure out your local sales tax and tack that onto the price.
You know, Uncle Sam, he charges us taxes. Or is it a
Uh-huh.
she? Is Uncle Sam a he or a she? I guess it says uncle, so it must be a he. Never
Yeah.
mind. Answer my own question. I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, then if your carrier charges, if you buy it through your carrier, upgrade fees, line activations, you got to factor that in. So by the time you're done, even if you get the base model, you're up over $800.
I tell you what,
And
those fucking line activations, those are a big joke. I
that's
think
a bunch
about
of
a fucking,
shit.
it's a big fucking joke. For like $30, you know what? I
For
went
what?
into the store. I go into the store and they say, here, you buy a new phone. You're already spending a shit ton of money. And they say, okay, ching, ching, cha-ching, 30 more bucks. 34 more bucks for what? The SIM card doesn't cost $30. Even if it did, I'll just swap out the old one and put it in the new phone. I'll do it myself. It doesn't cost you a dime. $30 for what?
Punching the IMEI number into the computer and putting it on your account.
Don't even have to do that. Just sell me the phone.
Exactly.
Their systems automatically recognize when you switch over to a new device. You just pop in the SIM. If I buy one from Best Buy or I buy one from some other place and I don't activate it with the carrier, I can still pop in the SIM and use the
Exactly.
phone and do it for free.
Yeah. Biggest money racket they got going.
Yeah, everybody comes in. Ching ching, cha-ching, $30. Very good, very good. $30,
Yeah.
very good, very good. Get 1,000 people coming in a day, or I don't know, even, okay, forget that, 100 people coming in a day. I don't know how many people come in a day. Buy new phones. 30 times 100, how much is that? 3,000?
Yeah.
Very good. Cha-ching, cha-ching. $3,000 every day. Just one store. Very good, very good.
I
You
mean,
didn't do
it's
anything but
absolutely
sit there.
ridiculous. I never buy from a carrier. I will buy from the company that makes it, or if I have to, I'll buy from a place like Best Buy, but I will buy it factory unlocked. I'm not tied to a carrier. I'm not tied to anybody whatsoever.
That's the thing. Our FCC is absolutely pointless. They're a bunch of soft cocks. Fucking FCC.
Yes, they are.
I'll tell you what. The FCC is the most pointless entity. Why is it that when I buy a phone, a thing is locked to a carrier? Because the FCC mandates that a carrier should have portability so that you can actually don't pick up your number and go to some other carrier. But the phones are locked, so actually, no, you can't do that.
No.
By the way,
and
T-Mobile is the worst at this. They said that they got rid of contracts. You know, it used to be you could get a phone for $199 or $129 or whatever. You get a phone for that price, but it was subsidized because you were on a contract. So your bill, they said, oh, we're going to get rid of contracts. We're going to get rid of contracts. But now, in addition to your same bill that you've been paying before, now on top of that, you're paying the price of a new phone. And the worst part is that phone is locked. You can't take it to some other carrier unless you first unlock it. Now, they have your credit card information. They have all your information. They could screw you. They could take you to court. They could sue the hell out of you. And you know what? They still lock the phones. And then they charge you $30 to activate the damn thing. It's craziness.
yes.
And then if you return it, let's say you're a blind person and you say, oh, I'm going to try out an Android phone. I want to try this Android phone out. So you go to your carrier and you're feeling bad about, you're feeling crappy about this terrible, shitty iPhone. I got all these bugs and you want to try out Android, or maybe the other way around. So you buy an iPhone or an Android phone and you take it home and you want to try it out. And then 2 days later or a day later, you say, no, this thing sucks. TalkBack's a piece of shit. VoiceOver is a piece of shit. I'm not used to this. I'm going to go back and I'm going to exchange it. Okay. $55, please. Ching, ching, cha-ching. Activation fee, $30. Plus now you have a return fee, $55. And that's, you don't even have the phone anymore. Cha-ching.
Yeah, and then fighting like hell to get that taken off is a bitch. I had to do that with AT&T. I said, you know what? Fuck AT&T. I ain't going back to you because of that bullshit. I
but
got
they're all
it
doing it
taken
now.
off. Yeah.
They're all doing it. Every one of them's doing it. T-Mobile does the same thing. In fact, they've just raised their rates. I think they're up to 70 now for a return. for a phone that you don't even want.
Never, ever do a contract. There are good prepaid options out there if you're in the States. Visible is one of them. You get unlimited talk, text, data, hotspot for $40 a month.
That's the other thing I don't understand, the postpaid versus prepaid thing. You would think that you would give all your priority data and all your good services and your perks to people who pay upfront for the goddamn service. They've already paid you. They've already given you your money. But no, what do? You give the fucking service to some soft cocks that pay after the fucking month of service that you gave them. The post-pay, that's what they call it, post-pay. So you sign up for a contract, essentially what it is. And and that's how you get the best fucking priority data and all these other services. Why wouldn't you give that to the person who pays you every month, who just pays you, here you go, cha-ching, I'm paying you, please give me service now. Why wouldn't you give that person the best service?
Exactly.
They already paid you. And you know what? Next month, if they don't pay you, then you shut off their service. Which is exactly what you do if somebody can't pay for 3 or 4 months anyway, except then they're behind on their bill. And then you have to go to collections to collect it and all that other shit. So you might as well just give your best service to somebody who pays their bill up front.
Uh-huh.
The phone carriers here are so ass backwards. I can't even begin. I don't understand. Like I think of myself as reasonably intelligent. I don't think I'm that much of an idiot. And yet I don't have any beginnings of understanding as to why the person who pays upfront for something gets a shittier product. Oh, man, and I blame the FCC for all that. Fucking FCC. They're terrible. The FCC sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
And I don't care if they're Republishits or Demoshits. All the parties suck and all the FCCs suck. They're all shits. They're all terrible. They're all terrible. They're all terrible. I think about how much they could do for good for the consumer if they really wanted to do good for the consumer. But they don't. They're taking the money that the carriers give them, they're lobbying, and they take all that money, cha-ching, put it in their pockets. Very good, very good. I'm very happy, very good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible. Really, really terrible. But I guess nobody seems to care. People are happy paying, putting down hundreds of dollars and paying for postpaid service and getting whatever. In fact, what? Some of the postpaid service plans, they're actually getting the same data that's deprioritized like the prepaid service. And at that rate, why even bother giving them a social security number? By the way, the social security number was never intended to be used as a form of ID. Why is everybody using it as a form of ID now? Why is it that everybody has imagine one company gets hacked and they got everybody's social security numbers. Why? For what?
Yeah.
Craziness.
And the bad thing is these companies that get hacked are big, multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar Fortune 500 companies that could afford to invest in proper security so this shit wouldn't happen. And every fucking year, data breach. It's like, don't you fuckers learn?
Yep. T-Mobile's the worst. Anybody who wants T-Mobile, by the way, stay away from that network. Your data is completely insecure. And it's very easy to do a SIM swap on that network, too. So, you know what? You might end up with your number ported out to some other carrier. Very good, very good. You like? You wake up one day and you no longer have access to your phone. Oh, very good, very bad. Gary. What does Gary have to say? Oh, he says, Do agree with all you guys. I buy all my devices unlocked as well. Yeah, very good. I like. Very good, Gary. I like.
Yeah, there's absolutely no point in buying. I had that argument with T-Mobile a couple of years ago. I went into a store, and the guy said, "Oh, well, we don't have contracts anymore. You just pay this much a month." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "So I pay my $10 a month." I said, "So if in 3 months I decide it's not for me, I'm free to leave, take my phone, and I can still pay my $10 a month, right?" "Well, no." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He goes, "Well, you have to pay it within 30 days, the balance that's left on the phone." I said, "Well, then it's a contract." "No, it's not." I said, "Well, what the fuck do you mean it's not a contract?" I said, "If it wasn't a contract," I said, "I could pay $10 a month for the term of that I have to pay the phone off for." He finally reluctantly admitted that, yeah, I guess it is a contract. I said, there is no guess about it. It is a contract.
Of course, it's
Let's
a
just call
contract.
it
You
what
can
it
give it a
is.
different label all day long, but it's still a contract.
Yeah, that's what I
Call it
told
whatever
him.
you want. It's still a contract.
That's what I told him.
And I blame T-Mobile for that because at least before the carriers used to subsidize your device. You used to walk in a store, pick one up. Yeah, you signed a contract, and if you left, you paid an early termination, but that cost was cheaper than the cost of the phone itself.
Yep.
And you still walked away with a device that cost you $100 or $200, or in some instances, free. And you didn't have that additional price on top of your bill to pay for the phone. No, you got the phone because they subsidized it as part of your plan, as part of your loyalty of being with them.
Exactly. So it made it worth it to be with a postpaid company. Now, between companies like Visible and other prepaid companies, there's no incentive to go postpaid.
Nope.
So
Nope.
I'll pay my...
Not unless you want all your Netflix and all this other stuff, which, by the way, you're paying for in the price of your plan anyway.
Oh,
so.
absolutely. So, I mean, anybody that thinks they're Verizon's giving me Discovery Plus free for a year. Bullshit. They ain't giving you shit free for a year. It's built into the price of the plan. They ain't losing any money.
That's right.
They worked out a deal with Discovery Plus.
Oh, look, we got 4 people watching. Hello. Hello. Hey, we're just having a good time partying. If you want to pop in, the link is in the chat. You can pop in to say hello and talk to us if you want. Thank you guys for watching. We're just babbling and rambling and drinking beer and having a good time. Very good. You like?
I mean, it's absolute bullshit that these companies do this and get away with it.
Gary, do agree. It's all about the marketing and all of that. All is having the latest and greatest, knowing what the hell you're doing and what you're paying for. Do you agree? Yeah, hell yeah, I agree, Gary. I don't know what you just said, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we're stuck with the way things are, and now we pay the full price of phones outright.
Agree.
We still are dumbasses that pay for postpaid service, the full price of the plan, and we allow carriers to lock our phones anyway, like sheep, because people just don't seem to care. We're okay with carriers just locking phones all day long. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I think the FCC here is useless. If you people don't know what the FCC is, they're the fucking cunts of America or something. No, sorry. They're the Federal Communication Commission shit people. Don't worry, guys. Just having a good old time, drinking a little beer, having a chat with my buddy Dennis. If you want to pop in, there's a link in the chat. Yeah, that's right. Live accessible. Businesses always want to find ways to make more money. Yeah, that's true. Well, if they're smart, they'd open up a pot dispensary in Colorado. I hear there's a good business in that. Or start selling shrooms or something. There's a big business in that, too.
I forget how much money the state of Colorado made the first year pot was legal. They made a shit ton of money.
Close to $1 billion or billions. Yeah. And then they got so much money that they had to give a bunch of money back to every person that lives in the state because they overpaid on their taxes. I mean, the state ended up with a what the hell is a surplus? That's the word. Words get a little bit hard, when you have 5 drinks. Very good.
Marco needs to wake his ass up and get in here.
Hey, a little beer. Yes. Hello. Yeah, beer. Very good. I don't know where Marco is. Hey, you want to call him? You should give him a call.
I don't have his number.
You don't have his number?
No, you have to give him a call. Tell him, hey, we're having a
You can call him on Signal.
I don't think I have him on... No, I don't have him on Signal.
Well, you have him on Signal. He's in our group.
Oh, okay. So I can just click on his name and call him that way?
Should be. I mean, I would, but my phone's in the other room, and, I'm too busy having a good time. Very good. Hey, if somebody knows Marco's number, give him a call. Hello? You say, hello. You say, hello, you need to come party with us. Very good. I think Dennis is giving him a wrinkle. Or trying to, anyway. Yeah, we have a train outside. I wonder where it's going. What phones are you using as your daily drivers? Well, I'm using a Pixel 5 at the moment. And Dennis, he's got one of those BlackBerry, one of those old BlackBerry rims from 2008 or something like that. Isn't that right, Dennis? Hey, Google, call Marco on Duo.
I couldn't verify your voice, so I can't make that call.
You can't verify my voice. Who the hell else would that be?
Make that call. Verify your voice match settings in the Google Home app.
Hey, Google, call Marco on Duo. Hey, Google, call Marco on Duo. Hey, Google, call Marco on Duo on living room speaker.
I think you want to make a phone call. Is that right?
Yes.
Who do you want to call?
Marco.
Calling Marco Corlejo, mobile.
Somebody's playing the trumpet. Very good.
Yep, I tried calling Marco on Signal, and it did not work.
Uh-oh.
It rang and rang and rang. He didn't answer, so I don't know if we'll
Can't recognize your voice after so many drinks. yeah, that's probably... Yeah. Gary, just having a few shots, and last couple of messages came out just a little off. A little wrong, just so shots kicking. Hey, if you're having those shots, why don't you join us, Gary?
Yeah, right. Click the link.
Wants to know accessible. How do you like your Pixel 5? I like it. It's working pretty good. It's meeting my needs at least. Certainly not a flagship, but it works good. Gary, people fall for the marketing hype and the advertising hype. Yeah, very good. Hype. Yeah, very good.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, like I said, with Visible, you can get it for $40 a month, unlimited talk, text, data, hotspot. You can get it down to $25 a month, and oh yeah, if you refer people, you can get it for $5 a month. Anybody wants my code? You get your first bill for $25 a month, and I can get you down to $25 a month after that. Shoot me an email or put a message in the thing, and I will get you the code. It'll save me money and save you money. Because
Hello, Marco. Why aren't you coming in here to join our party? Hello. There we go. I just left him a Telegram message. Very good. Hey, we got 4 people in here. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. We're just having a good time. Having a few drinks, having a conversation about T-Mobile. And I'm getting rid of contracts and OnePlus and all that. You might want to go back to the beginning of the video. And if you have sensitive ears, well, I think you'll be fine. Just wear some earplugs. Very good. Yeah, they're making a lot of money off their pot dispensaries based off of the tax they're collecting. That's true, Gary. That is very true. They are. Yeah. Oh, well, better for the consumer. You know, when all these times are crazy, you got COVID and everything else, you might as well stay high. Why not? What else are you going to do? Oh. Very good, very good. Let's open up beer number 6. Very good. I like. By the way, Dennis, you're muted again. I think he likes muting himself. Now you're unmuted. So welcome back. Very good. Maybe you need to drink more coffee. You sound like you're snoring.
Yes, I think I do need another cup of coffee.
What do you think of the rumors Pixel 6 might have an under fingerprint display scanner? Yeah, I think that's fine.
Rumor the iPhones are going to have something similar to the iPhone 13s.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't know. I prefer the physical sensors, but
so do I.
You know, I think if they're going to do that, then they do that. I don't know.
But
I
the
think
only way I'll buy
physical
another
sensors
iPhone
are probably better.
is if they have Touch ID. That's why I didn't buy the iPhone 12 Pro or Pro Max. Or
What's the matter? You're so ugly the thing can't recognize your face?
I don't want Face ID.
Very good. You like? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Face ID is generally good, but it's not so good when you have to wear masks, is it?
No. And I think that can be Apple's excuse for taking away a perfectly good feature.
Yeah, you know, apparently Face ID is more secure. So, who knows? Yeah. It's a brave thing to do, just like getting rid of the charger. It's a brave thing to do, guys. Brave. Remember, Apple's being brave, guys. Remember that.
Oh, no. Remember, they're doing it to better the, energy, to make it to where it's, they're not creating waste. Bullshit. You still need to buy a charger if you don't have one. I find it funny. Samsung mocked them, and then not a year later did the same damn thing.
Yeah, not a year, not even 4 months later.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, we're going to be eco-friendly. Bullshit. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, got to do with all that money you save in your pockets. Very good. You can make your boxes lighter so that you don't have to spend so much money shipping. You know what I don't get, especially Samsung, because they actually have all this plastic in the box. At least Apple got rid of a lot of their plastic. Samsung still has all this plastic in the box, and they have plenty of room for the charger, and still didn't put the charger in. And the cable is wrapped up in plastic, and It's so funny. Why would you put all that plastic in a box? You don't need the plastic anymore. You don't need it. Why do you even put it in there? Did you hear they had to pay $2 million Brazil because of not having a charger? Yeah, I did see that. That's kind of crazy. We'll have that in our news section this next week. Yeah, that's. I'm not surprised. I think probably more people. What I'm actually waiting for is all the people to plug the wrong charger into their iPhones, and the iPhones start blowing up, and then maybe we'll have a few more lawsuits. I know there are some protections in them, but I don't know. When you start using just off the shelf whatever component you want to use, that's just crazy. You don't have a charger? Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, especially, I could see maybe not including with the SE, although I couldn't even see that. But let's just hypothetically say, okay, we're only going to include it with flagship models. All right, fine. But to not even include it like on the iPhone 12 Pro where somebody's paying $1,200 to $1,500 is absolutely ridiculous. They should be giving you the fast charger cable, everything you need.
Yep, it's ridiculous. Hey, Apple, if you're listening to us, you're being ridiculous.
And if you're listening,
why
Apple,
Apple
you
would
need to
listen
have an
to us,
accessibility volume that goes louder than any other volume. Take a page out of Google.
Yeah, I don't think Apple's listening to us. Hi, Apple. How's it going?
Yeah, I don't think they are either. Be nice.
Hey, if you know anyone that works at Apple, send them along this podcast. Tell them to listen to us. Very good. You like?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just email them. Email@apple.com. I don't know if that's actually their email.
That'd be funny.
Well, our email, contact@blindtechguys.com. Very good. I like.
Yes, so we have a nice email, and I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go make me another cup of coffee.
Hey, you need to grab a beer instead. What's with this coffee thing?
Don't have any.
Ah, that's boring. Get some delivered.
Yeah. Don't have that here.
Don't have. What do you live in?
Small town America.
Small town America?
Yep.
Well,
No.
you need to get on your horse and buggy then and go to the store. Surely you guys have horses and buggies?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, you'll be right back. Very good. Hey, Google, play some disco. Hey, Google, play some disco.
Got it. Here's a YouTube music playlist called My Favorite 100 Plus DISCO Songs, 70s.
All right, DISCO songs. Very good. I like DISCO songs.
Sylvester, Michael Jackson, and the rest.
Wait, why is it playing it on... All right. It played some on the phone, playing some on the speaker. It's very strange. Very good. You like? All right. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Stop. It doesn't understand me anymore. Oh, well. It's not very nice. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, we can't play too much music, otherwise I'll get dinged for copyright. No good. Copy wrong. You like? Ah, very good. What are you drinking over there, Gary? Maybe it had some drinks too. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it did. What time is it over there for you there? Live accessible? Yeah, maybe it had some drinks too. Very good. Ah, ba, ba, ba. So there's a new microphone out. It's a Samsung Q9U. It's a pretty nice mic. Thinking maybe about picking one up, at least to test, but not, I wouldn't keep it. USB-C and XLR. Pretty decent sound. It's the big brother to the one that Kurt has. He's got the Q2U. And it's a $200 mic. So no need for an interface or anything like that because you can plug in through USB. And I think it'll sound pretty decent, but I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'll pick one up, see what it sounds like. And yeah, it's $200. Dynamic. Very good. Should do pretty good at rejecting out a lot of sound. And I think it's supposed to sound better than the Q2U. So that'll be good. Let's see. What else is new in the news? Whoa, we got one like, but there's 2 people watching. We had 4 at one point. Why isn't nobody liking this? Very bad. We have 209 subscribers. If you know anybody that wants to subscribe, send them along. What mic am I using now? I am using the Shure SM7B, and you have the Q2U. Very good. Yeah, that's a good mic. Hey, Google, play royalty-free music.
Playing royalty-free music on YouTube Music.
North Carolina. Oh, very good. All right, now we're playing royalty-free music, I hope. All right, I'm back. Had to go and shut off the phone. It's playing good music. You shared our channel, and we should come on your channel. We're happy to come on your channel. What's your channel? Is that live accessible? Well, we have 3 watching now. Very good. 2 likes. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, we're happy to come on. Let's see.
Alright, I'm back. Anybody else join us?
There we go. I just subscribed to your channel there, live accessible. We're happy to come on anytime, and you can come on our channel as well.
Absolutely.
Dennis will subscribe to your channel too. It's called Live Accessible. Very good. Oh, very good. 4.7K subscribers. Excellent.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Absolutely. 4.7. That's excellent.
4.57K. Very good.
Absolutely.
I like. All right. I'm going to post the link in the chat. All right, so I just put the link in the chat. So if you'd like, subscribe to Live Accessible. Very good. They seem to have some good content up. Yeah, I joined.
Yep, the more subscribers we get, the better.
Wow, we've been on for longer than an hour. An hour and 7 minutes. 1 hour, 8 minutes, rather.
Absolutely.
Very good. I like.
Yeah, we need to start doing these parties after the show. And
Maybe, although it starts getting late then.
yeah. Well, we need to at least do them some. You know, maybe not every week, but make a habit of doing it some of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe like twice a month or something.
Yep.
And announce it in advance to try to give people an incentive to tune in. I wouldn't have a problem doing it every week, but I know that doesn't always work with everybody's schedules.
We got some royalty-free music playing. So hopefully we don't get dinged for copyright. You'll shoot us an email. Does anyone help us with our social media? No, no one helps us. We help ourselves. But if you'd like to help us, then you're more than welcome to help us. Have Marco join the party. He's welcome to come on if he wants to. So far, though, he seems to be DOA. I don't know where he is. Oh, he sent me a message. What did he say? I don't know if I want to know what he says. I'll probably... Oh, it's called work. Oh, he's working. Oh, very bad. Oh, very bad. You're working. Oh, no good. Yeah, he just messaged me. He says he's working. I think work is overrated. We're blind. We don't have to work. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure he'll come in here at some point.
I would think.
But it is his work time, I suppose.
They do that in Australia?
It's a bit past 1 his time, I think so. 1:45 on a Wednesday afternoon. We need more of it. Yeah, very good. Hey, Robert, get in here. Get in the fun. We're having a party. Where are you at, Robert? There's a guy from Zimbabwe. His name is Robert. He's on our Telegram group. We'll see if we can get him in here.
Hey, jump on in. Anybody wants to jump in, feel free. Gary, click the link. Jump in.
Nah, Gary doesn't like us. He doesn't want to be with us. He doesn't want to join us. Gary makes me cry. North Carolina. Oh, very good. Live accessibles from North Carolina. Where's North Carolina? Is that north of the equator, or is that by Canada, or where's that? You know where North Carolina is, Dennis?
Somewhere near South Carolina.
Oh, there's a South Carolina too? Oh, I think those are probably up near. They're probably near Alaska or something. Who knows? Very good. They have good barbecue. They have good barbecue in North Carolina. Pretty good food. And they have nice beaches. I've been to their beaches. Oh, look, we got a third person in here again. Hello, third person. Welcome. Thank you for coming on. We're having a good time, having a party, playing some royalty music. Very good. No, royalty-free music. We don't want to pay the kings a bunch of money. I should try Filipino barbecue. Very good. Yeah, I like Filipino barbecue. I think the best people that cook meat, though, probably is, I don't know, New Zealand is pretty good, but probably maybe the Brazilians. Yeah, some good Brazilian barbecue. I don't know. They're pretty good, the Brazilians, or Middle Eastern barbecue, good Middle Eastern barbecue, very good. I'm getting hungry thinking about food. I've got some steak in the freezer. Maybe I should pull one out.
There you go.
Yep. I like me some good meat. Good meat, very good. If somebody ever told me I had to be a vegetarian, I'd probably jump off a bridge.
Yeah, I agree.
I like good meat. I like vegetables too, don't get me wrong. but you got to have some good meat.
Absolutely.
All right, there we go. It's party music. Very good. Very good, very good. Very good, very good. Where are we from? Well, I live in California. Where are you from, Dennis?
Pennsylvania.
This person wants to know. Live accessible.
I am from Pennsylvania, and Nimmer's from California.
So we're on the opposite side of the country.
Yes.
He's in Pennsylvania Avenue over there in the UK, wherever that is. Is that in the UK? Is there Pennsylvania Avenue in London? I think that's in London, right?
Yep.
Very good. And Marco, he's from Aussie land. He's an Aussie. Bloody Aussies, they eat kangaroos. Very good. Yeah, starting to warm up here in California. Got all the way up to about 70 today. Very nice, sunny day. Getting up to near 80 this weekend. Might have to do the podcast outside. Yeah, I'll probably do the podcast outside. All right, now we got some religion song. Very good. We got to live holy.
Oh, interesting. The iPhone 13, an article just published today by Mac Rumors, says the maximum storage of the iPhone 13 will be 1 terabyte.
Yeah, if you pay for it.
Yeah.
It'll be expensive.
Oh, absolutely.
Now the question is, why does anyone need a terabyte on a phone?
Oh, now come on. You got to put all your music and books on it. Please. Not.
Maybe your porn, I don't know. Gotta have your porn collection carrying around. Books don't take up terabyte of storage. Hell, even audiobooks wouldn't take up terabytes of storage. I don't know how much audiobooks you're going to have, but... I suppose if you're taking 12-bit images, or 10-bit, or if you're taking a lot of video,
Yeah.
8K video, if you're taking 8K video, you would easily run out of storage. But that's what cloud storage is for. I would have thought Apple would be trying to sell people iCloud storage.
Apple is going to continue, unfortunately, to rely on Lightning for the foreseeable future. They need to get rid of the fucking Lightning cable and convert to USB-C, damn it.
Yep, Live Accessible says 8K video. Yep, exactly. Yeah, you definitely need a lot of storage for that. Yeah, we'll see. It's still a bit early for that device, but we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what we get. Okay, what does Robert have to say?
Larger battery. It's about damn time. Larger batteries are expected in the iPhone 13 models.
They always say larger battery, and then we get the same life as last year.
Yeah, how about you give me a 5,000 milliamp battery? Then I might be willing to pay $1,200. I suspect we'll know a lot more closer to whenever they do their World Developer Conference, because that's when I suspect that they would talk about them.
All right. I'm copying the link for Robert. Let's see if he comes in. Paste.
Were you able to find that keyboard on Amazon?
No, I haven't looked. Do you want me to look?
Yeah, would you please?
Hello, you want me to look? Okay, I look. Very good. Missed that number 7. Nimmer, what is the number 7? I don't know what the number 7 is. What am I missing? And then they'll give you a bigger battery with a 240 hertz refresh rate. LOL. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's go on Amazon. Let's look for Unicomp keyboard. Let's see. None at the moment. But I'm sure they're on eBay if you like eBay.
eBay's not bad. You just have to watch the feedback of the sellers.
Yeah, true.
And then at that point, you really need to compare with what is, what the manufacturer's selling it for, because some eBay sellers will try to take you over the coals and rip you off. And I mean, if they can get it, more power to them, but that's where you got to be the smart, savvy consumer and say, fuck that, I'm not paying double.
So there's a bid on one that's sitting at $42 at the moment for a new Model M. And it looks like they're charging $11 for shipping.
That's not bad if you could score it under $100.
There's one that you can buy plus shipping is $94. Yeah, but see, these aren't big savings from what you get from the company itself.
No.
So you're almost just better off buying it directly from them.
Yeah, because then you get their return policy, whatever that would be.
Yeah, and you're getting a brand new keyboard.
Yeah, not.
And they actually do make them as soon as you, like when you order them, that's when they make them. So they order them they make them to buy, which is pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the price difference if you wanted to have the second Windows key? You got to pay more.
$3, I think. Oh no, you have to pay more to have that second Windows key taken out.
Oh, okay. So that's
because then the
$3.
space bar is a little bit different shape. They use a little different molding. You should get Amazon affiliate for when you share links. I would love to get that live accessible. I don't know the first thing about that, but maybe you can help us out with that. I don't know anything about that. Beer number 7. Yes, beer number 7. Yep. Dennis, what do you like about BlackBerry? I told Live Accessible that you were using a BlackBerry RIM from 2008. Hello, Dennis, are you alive? You just walked away again.
Yeah, I mean, if we got Amazon links, that would be good because then it could benefit the podcast.
Hello, Robert.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Oh, very good. We're having a nice, good party in here. You like?
I see. Nice music there.
Yes. This is royalty free. You like royalty free? Very good.
No, I don't like. I don't. Very bad.
Dennis, Live Accessible wants to know what you like about BlackBerry because Live Accessible asked about which phones we used, and I told them that you use a BlackBerry RIM from 2008.
Yeah, it's a touch screen. I think that was one of the first touch screens, right? Is it?
I think so.
It was the curve, the BlackBerry curve.
Oh, the curve, yeah.
Yeah, the BlackBerry never could get it right. I mean, unfortunately, they tried Android, they just couldn't get it right. No, Live Accessible. I have an iPhone and I have a Pixel 4a.
Where did BlackBerry go wrong, actually? I mean, they were a very powerful company.
Well, they tried to do their own OS, and they never caught up with the times. So the world was moving towards smartphones, and they did really well with enterprise. They had really secure devices and all that. So then they decided to come up with Android devices. But there's not as big of a market for keyboard devices like that as they thought there would. And then they also put in cheaper specs. They put in an old processor, and so there's just not much demand for that kind of thing anymore.
I think they could have made it work with a keyboard device if they would have put in good specs.
And their price was pretty high for what it was too.
Yeah. If their prices would have come down to a reasonable level, and they would have put in good specs, I think they could have made it. They probably could have worked. It probably would still be around today. But they're like every other carrier, and got greedy. Instead of, hey, let's charge for a mid-range phone and make a killing, they said, no, we're going to charge it if it's a high-end phone and try to make a killing. Well, that doesn't work.
Ow. Very good.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea for BlackBerry. But I'd never used a BlackBerry. How accessible were those button phones? Because the most phones which I used were Nokia phones.
At the time they weren't. And I think maybe they didn't do very well because they had the word black in it. But I bet if it had white in it, they would probably done better. They said Whiteberry. Very good. You like?
I like. Very good. BlackBerry. PPM. There was also PPM.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what happened to the music?
Oh, the music's still
okay.
here. Very good.
Oh.
My microphone, I have a dynamic mic, and it's probably canceling out a lot of the music, so I have it pretty loud, but it's probably not very loud. It's probably canceling out a lot of it. Oh, Marco says,
Is
oh,
that
very
like a
good.
smart
Oh, yeah,
speaker?
very good. That's my Google Home speaker.
Wow. Nice.
I mean, I could try to turn the mic so you guys can hear it better, but then you won't be able to hear me.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know, Dennis.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, very good, very good. Royalty free, very good. I like. Do you have a SIM in both? Oh, excuse you, Dennis.
No, I take the SIM out and go between phones.
Oh,
The
very bad.
iPhone's
You need
my
eSIM.
primary
You know
phone.
eSIM? You ever heard of eSIM before? Very good.
Yes,
What is
I
that?
have.
eSIM here in the States, at least, some of the providers will let you do, so you don't need to put in a SIM card into the phone. They have a SIM embedded into the phone. Some phones support that. The
Does
iPhones, the
the Pixel 4a
Pixel.
support it?
Yes. Yep, the Pixels, the
I've never.
iPhones, they do eSIM.
We don't have that here.
Some
so
Samsung
far.
devices do eSIM, but not here in the States.
But if something goes
Oh.
wrong with the eSIM, then you got a problem, don't you?
No.
How do
Nothing
you
goes
reset
wrong
the
with the
path
eSIM.
pin? Oh, okay.
What could possibly go wrong with eSIM? I mean, it's just a profile that you load onto the phone, and then if you want to move carriers, you just load their profile on, or it's all done through software.
Oh, okay.
And the SIM is actually embedded into the device itself.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it has to constantly have internet connection or.
Well, when you're swapping SIMs out, you probably want to have it connected to Wi-Fi or something
Yeah.
to be able to load your profile from your new What about Motorola? Never tried it. Heard they were decent mid-range. The mid-rangers on Motorola is fine. Again, they don't update. They're good devices. They're accessible. They're using stock Android, but they don't update.
Yeah, kind of like the problem with OnePlus. They're good devices, but you get 2 years of updates. And for what you pay for them, like we were talking about earlier, 2 years of updates and 1 year and 3 years of security. In other words, one more year than what you get in updates. It's just not worth $729 or $969.
Oh.
Yeah, the OnePlus is expensive, but the Motorola's are good phones. You can get some pretty good budget phones. The G series, pretty good.
How much?
Pretty good. $300, something like that. $200-300.
Better.
Pretty good phones. But no updates. You'd be lucky to get one update with those.
So you use one UI for 3 years.
One UI, yeah, with Samsung phones, at least you get 3 years of software and 4 years of security updates. It's still not good, but it's better than the rest.
Yeah, I mean, all Android phones, in my opinion, are terrible as far as
Yeah,
how
they're
many
not good.
updates they give you.
Okay. Oh, terrible.
As far
Yeah,
as the
when you
number
buy a
of
phone, you spend that much money, and you're only getting 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. It's not good.
No, and that's where they're terrible. Android is a great platform.
Because a lot of
as
these
far
phones
as-
can last you 5 or even 10 years if you really treat them nice.
Yeah,
You know,
iPhone?
well, the iPhone's the only ones that get updated for longer. It's the only
Yeah.
kind of phone you can buy that will give you a good 5 years or more of updates. That's it.
But then it's closed.
Yeah, that's closed
I
off.
mean-
Exactly. You have a different operating system then. I know. That's not good. On the Android side, the only ones that give you 4 years are Samsung, and that's only for security updates. Otherwise, you have to deal with Pixels and Samsungs for 3 years.
So after those 3 years, there'll be no more.
No more.
nope,
But even if the hardware is still okay,
exactly.
like even if my phone is still strong and working properly.
Even if your phone could run it, after 3 years, you're done. Year 4, it doesn't matter that it can run it. You aren't going to get it.
Oh gosh.
I heard the
That
new
is-
ROG phone, the Asus, is good. Well, it's good if you're non-visual. If you're a visual user, it's good. For a non-visual talkback user, there is some things that are inaccessible. It's targeted at gamers, and so it's kind of a beast of a phone to carry around all the time. Really big, really heavy. And from a hardware side, all you got to do is watch the last jerry rig video. Watch the jerry rig video. You'll see that phone bend in half and break. So from a hardware side, there are some definite issues with that phone. You could put a case on it, but I don't know. If you're going to pay that much money, you don't want to be dealing with hardware issues like that. To me, at least. But yeah, they're fine.
His videos are pretty damn good.
Yeah. Live accessible. They
companies
want you to
did
buy
them
new
them
phones
phones,
every
so you go out
2
and
years or
buy 'em.
every year. Yeah. They need to match. Google Pixel need to match Apple updates. Yeah, that's true. They do. I wish they would.
Yep.
Live accessible. What's your honest opinions on Samsung devices? Well, I think the devices, the hardware is good. The software is terrible. I don't think the software is great. It's gotten better. But the hardware itself is good. But again, it's just a different... You have to deal with more bloat, more software, more things. Some things are good. Some things you might not want or like. And therefore, it kind of bogs down the device a little bit more. So, I certainly use Samsung devices. Marco uses Samsung devices. And in terms of Android, you really only have, like I said, 2 choices, so Pixels or Samsungs. So, unless you don't care about wasting your money and you like updating your phone every year or 2. In which case, by all means, buy whatever phone you want. Samsungs have the best modems by far. Like if you have 2 phones next to each other,
Yeah,
one of them
well,
does
for
not have
Africa-
service, the other one will.
Yeah.
What, Robert?
For the Africa, the fake.
Uh-oh, your internet's cutting you out.
Yeah, you just got real drop.
Am I back online?
Net. Oh, welcome back. What were you saying?
Is it clear now?
Yes. Repeat
Okay.
yourself now.
The fact that Samsung has got some budget phones, that's the reason why most of us have them here in Africa. But then, as you are saying, after 2 or 3 years, it's gone. So
Yeah, and
It
they do
makes
have,
things difficult.
Samsung does have devices at all of different price points, which is good too.
yes.
Google needs to have a better upgrade program, Pixel upgrade program, or better trade-in. Yeah, I agree they do. Samsung does that really well. Their trade-ins are good. The Pixel's not so good.
I was looking up at the Pixel and I saw it's only one SIM.
Yeah, they don't do dual SIM. They're not dual SIM. They do eSIM, but they're one SIM slot. Well, actually, they kind of do dual SIM, but you have to use one as eSIM and one as regular SIM. But it depends
Yeah,
on
and
if
it's
your
a
carriers
problem.
over there do eSIM. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here they do eSIM, so you have the Pixels are dual SIM, but you need to do eSIM for one of the SIMs.
So one physical and one eSIM.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, Marco's working, otherwise he'd be in here with us.
Once upon a time. Right in the
Oh, that's great.
there was a man in heaven,
Yeah.
and this.
Say hi to him.
Saint Michael be our angel.
Oh, I just did. I said very bad.
From heaven's heaven, there was a battle,
How about Thomas?
as it poured.
Did he see
I don't know
the-
where Thomas is. Maybe he's sleeping.
The devil gathered up an army of his own. And
He was
It's
awake
afternoon
earlier.
his time, I think.
throne saying we won't listen.
Or unless if he didn't sleep at night.
Yeah, he must be sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Google. Volume down. Oh, it's only 9:20. I thought it was later. I was going to say, I don't want to wake up my neighbors, but...
Perhaps they are late sleepers.
All right. Good
so
night,
they're-
Live Accessible. Thank you for coming on. Live Accessible says good night. We'll see you on your stream next. I'll come on there.
Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah, Live Accessible. Look at Live Accessible's YouTube channel called Live Accessible. I put the link in the chat. But Live Accessible
I think
actually
I like
has,
that channel.
something like to 8,000 subs or something. I don't know, a good number. 4,000, somewhere around there.
Very
Forget what the number
good.
was. Yeah, it's very good.
I think I saw the multi-finger gestures in their channel. Then I immediately liked it.
Oh, very good. I like.
They were talking about the Pixel. So how often? So the Pixel devices get updates every year, right?
They get 3 years of updates, and they get updated every month. They get security updates. Every 2 or 3 months, the security updates are bigger updates, so there might be some more features that come through. And then every year is the full Android release.
But they get theirs. I mean, first their Android updates. They get them first than these
yes.
other devices. Right?
They get it on day one. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm still waiting for my Android 11 on this Samsung phone, and I think it should
when
be coming
Google
in.
releases let's say Google releases
In
Android
June.
11 on September 1st, all Pixel devices can get it on September 1st.
Then I think it's a good phone to have.
Yeah,
Yes, that is the
it's
advantage
sort
to
of
the
like
Pixel.
Apple. That's what they do too. You know, as soon as they release an update, you can get the update on the same day.
Yep.
What makes Samsung delay? I mean, especially these budget phones. Is it because they are budget phones?
They release a lot of different models, and they have their own skin, their own flavor on top of Android. So they have to customize it, and then they have to go through the carriers and all that. So it's kind of a mess. So once they get the version, the full version from Google, then they start working on their version.
Okay.
And they usually
I've
work on
learned
the
something.
higher priced models first, and then they go downhill from there.
Okay. So mine will come. Let me wait and see.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll probably get it eventually.
Yeah, I recently got a security update in February. I think for high-end phones, it was received in November or December last year.
Oh, wow. So you don't get security updates monthly?
I think it's every quarter or so. 3 months
Oh,
or
okay.
4 months.
Oh, very bad.
Very, very, very bad. I don't like.
Yeah, so Pixels get security updates every month, right around like the 4th or 5th of the month, somewhere around there, 3rd of the month. They always get the
But I haven't
latest update.
I've never seen a Pixel device here in Zimbabwe. I'll try to check around.
Yeah, I don't know if you could get them in Zimbabwe or not. Maybe I'll have to buy one and ship it to you.
Yeah, I'll try to look around here and see. But I doubt. People talk of Samsung phones and Huawei phones, Xiaomi, and so on.
Yeah, here we don't have Huawei and Xiaomi, so very good. You guys at least have those. We don't have those here.
Very bad, very bad.
Yeah.
But then the
no
problem with
Xiaomi, no
Huawei is that it's no longer supported by Play Store. So
That's right. Yep. But they do have their own screen reader now, so
what is it called? Is it commentary?
no, it's their own. I don't remember what they're called. I think it's just called talk screen reader or something. I don't remember what they call it. Anyway, they do have their own. I think somebody posted a link to it on our Telegram. I don't know, a while back.
I didn't. It skipped me.
Yeah.
I'll research.
Yeah, we'll have to ask. It might have been, I think it was Varon. I think Varon posted it.
The Tech Explorers.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It's good at updates.
Yep. So you have to ask Vroom Vroom, hey, where's that link? So it's early there, huh, Robert?
It's around 6 a.m., 6:30
Ah,
almost.
Right. You should get a beer. So it's too early for a beer.
Well, water first, then beer afternoon.
Okay.
It's
Water
cold.
first. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Dennis is drinking coffee. He's drinking coffee. How they say it
What,
in
by the way-
Pennsylvania, right? They say coffee.
Where is Dennis?
Yeah.
He's there.
Where is he located?
Pennsylvania. In the United States, drinking coffee. Uh-oh, you're cutting out again. Well, what happened? Very good.
Am I there yet?
Yeah, welcome back.
So what time is it at Dennis's site?
It
Midnight.
is
It's past midnight.
Yeah, past midnight.
Almost
12:30.
12:30.
Same as you, Naima, right?
No.
No.
I'm 3
No,
hours
Nimmer's-
behind.
No, Nimmer's
Man, you ask me for
9:30.
my time every time. You always change my time. Come on now. Very bad.
Okay.
No, I think I'm 9 hours ahead of you, right? No, behind you. 9 hours behind
Yeah,
you.
behind. Okay. So you're in the afternoon or
It's in the
evening, right?
evening time.
9 p.m.
9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. in the evening.
Good. I think it's good time for one beer for a sleep.
I've been having I'm on my 7th beer right now, or 8th beer. I don't remember. I lost count.
Darn.
I got a
So you're
12
at
pack, so I've been drinking it.
8. There you go. You think you'll get the 12 pack
What's up?
finished tonight?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Hey, Google. What time is it in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe?
The time in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe is 6:28 a.m.
Yeah, see, 6:28. Yeah, see, 9 hours.
Very good. I like Google.
Yeah.
So the Google speaker is always connected to the internet or something.
Yes. Yeah, it's connected
The
to
Google speaker
wireless
has a
Wi-Fi.
very clear voice. Now,
I
does
like
the
it.
Google speaker have any physical buttons on it, Nimmer?
It has a slider for muting.
Okay,
It
but
depends on the
volume
speakers.
buttons-
Some of them, no volume, but it has there's a touch area on the speaker itself that you can adjust volume, or you can play and pause. They're on the front edge of the speaker.
How do you know what you're touching if there's no?
If you touch the right side, it adjusts volume. If you touch in the middle, it's stop and start. If you touch the left side, it's volume down. Or you can
Okay.
just ask it to set the volume. You could just say, "Hey Google, volume 10."
Yeah, there you go.
Hey Google,
10?
volume 5. Very good. You like?
Yeah, noticeable.
Is it like 10? Is 10 the maximum, or because
Yeah,
it was
10 is the
noisy,
maximum.
really loud?
Yeah.
Yeah,
10
it
is the
was
maximum.
really loud. Okay.
Hey Google, volume 7. There we go.
Very good.
So
If I'm not
go ahead, Robert.
okay, can I use it even if I am not on the internet, or I need to be connected all the time?
It needs to be connected to the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can connect it to a hotspot or something, but it has to be connected to the internet. It doesn't need very much data, because asking a question doesn't really use up that much data.
So does the Google speaker have skills like the Amazon Echoes?
Yes, they're called actions.
Okay, so do people like write games for the Google
Yes.
speaker or not? Really?
Yes. Yep. Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, volume 8. Hey Google, play Mad Libs.
Okay, let's get Mad Libs.
This is Mad Libs.
How many commands are
the
those?
world's greatest word game.
It's like
I'll ask for some words, and we'll make a story. There's plenty of Mad Libs for you to choose from. How about Mad Libs Collection, Mad Libs Minis, or Vacation Fun Mad Libs?
Vacation Fun Mad Libs.
I'll ask you for adjectives, nouns, exclamations, and more. Then, I'll use the words to fill in the blanks in the story. If you're stuck on a word, you can ask me what's this. You can also ask to start over, and you can always stop the game at any time. Take a deep breath. This tale takes 20 words. First word. Give me a place.
Pennsylvania.
I need a year.
$18.95.
What?
Say a number.
42.
How about an adjective?
Pretty.
16 more. Say a verb ending in ing.
Bouncing.
Say a verb ending in ing.
Dancing.
I need a plural noun.
Horses.
How about a noun?
Banana.
8 done. I need the name of a person in the room.
Robert.
Give me an adjective.
Ugly.
We're halfway done. Say a noun.
Halfway?
Zimbabwe.
Tell me a noun.
House.
8 more. Give me a verb ending in ing.
Throwing.
Tell me a number.
16. Fly.
Going on.
Say a noun.
Desk.
16 done. How about a same noun?
Beer.
Wow.
Breaking.
I need an adverb.
Quickly.
Do you want to start a new story?
No.
Sure. Let's continue. Tell me an adverb.
Quickly.
Do you want to start over?
No.
Sure. Let's keep going. Give me an adverb.
Slowly.
Last word. I need an adjective.
That is.
Fast.
Nice. Okay, here we go.
Hey Google.
The title of this one.
Volume 10.
Just to be clear, did you want to play again?
No.
Thanks for playing.
Oh, I guess it wasn't going to read it because I tried to adjust the volume. Very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, it
So
does
you
have
confused
games.
me.
So
did.
is there a store or a website where you can view games and actions that it has?
No, just ask it what you want to do. These speakers are meant for you to talk to them conversationally. So just ask it what you want.
But how big is it? Can you please describe it for me?
Well, there's different ones. There's one that's kind of a round one. It's a smaller one, and pretty small, like like a puck. Pretty small, very small. Can fit anywhere. And then there's like a medium-sized one. That's kind of a fabric type thing, kind of rectangle. I don't know.
Okay.
The top is kind of rounded off a little bit. I don't know. I'm bad at describing it, but it's probably I don't know, 3-4 centimeters high, maybe 5 centimeters high, somewhere around there. It's not
Perfect
huge,
description.
not very
Okay.
big. Yeah. And then of course there's the really big one, but I don't know even if they sell that one still. But there's the really big one. That's kind of a square one. I don't know.
Can you put a memory card there inside?
Can you put a what?
Memory card or a flash?
What's a what?
Memory card.
Memory card.
Oh no.
So it can only play music on the internet. Everything.
Everything's connected through the internet, or you can connect your phone to it through Bluetooth or by casting to it.
Or phone. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you had an app installed, could you tell it to tune to a specific channel in that app?
See where remote. Okay.
It's the same Google Assistant that's on your phone already. And so, no, you can't, unless that app is tied into the Google Assistant, which might be, some maybe, but for the most part, no.
Okay.
But for example, if you had a Google TV and you were using Google TV with, let's say, Netflix or something like that, then yes, you could. If you had a TV set up at your house or whatever, then sure, you could. But it has to be something that's tied in with the assistant.
It's a nice piece of technology.
What do the speakers run?
What do they run?
Yeah, price
They run very fast. You know, they go very fast, very quick. The trampoline, treadmill, very good, very good. Yeah. They're like Usain Bolt. They go very, very quick. Run.
Fastest. Do they get updates or something?
Oh, yes, they're updated all the time. But you won't notice them update. They just do it in the background.
Sounds good.
So what are you asking, Dennis? What do they run? They run, they walk?
price-wise.
Well, they don't have legs. Oh, the price. Oh, okay. Well, you can get the mini one for $20, $25. You can get the mini one. You can get the medium-sized one for $100. And the big one used to be $350, but again, I don't know that you can buy that one.
And are they accessible to set up out of the box?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just use an app on your phone. Use the Google Home app to set them up.
Oh, okay.
And what are they called? Google Home speakers?
Yeah, well, I think they're now called Nest speakers. There's a Nest and a Nest Mini. And then they have some with screens on them, too. They're called Nest Hubs. They just had a new Nest Hub come out last week.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, Robert, if you have a way to keep that thing connected to a hotspot, or if you want to try one out, I'm happy to send one. It's $20 here, I think.
Yes, please. Please do, my brother. I think. Let me see. My router should be coming today, so I'll be doing the unboxing.
Oh, very good.
So
Yeah, I'll
I'll
send
send
you
you
one.
my address.
I have a mini I can send you, so.
Yeah, thank you so much. You need to try these things in Zimbabwe. Can you imagine Google in Zimbabwe?
Oh, Marco,
Nest
he's doing a
speaker.
Russian poo. Very good. I like Marco. Marco wants to know, what is this racket? I don't know. Well, it'd be more of a racket if you were in here, but you're not in here. So, very good. You're too busy doing something called work, although I don't think you're actually working. I think you're just saying that. I don't know. You never know. These dodgy Aussies, they say a lot of things, but you never know which is true and which is not.
Confusing.
Yeah, very confusing. Yeah, I'll send you a Google Mini. I think they're very nice, nice little.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, let you mix.
They sound pretty good. I have, I think I have like 3 or 4 minis. I have one that's sitting in my bathroom. I sometimes use it when I take a shower. Very good. You like?
In a shower? Are they water resistant or?
Oh no, I have it outside of the shower. But when I take a shower, I play
Oh.
music.
Yeah, I think I can also play books if I get it,
Yeah.
if it finally arrives. So
Yeah, you can play book. Actually, I don't know if you guys have access to the Google Play Books, but
Wow.
Google Play Books does work on the speaker. So you can get audiobooks that way, or you can play them from your phone too.
then that would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'll send you my address.
sure.
Thank you.
The only thing that you were going to need, though, is going to be you're going to need a different power plug, or you need a transformer or something like that. Something that you can plug the US plugs into your plugs, because that's the one thing that you're going to run into a problem. Our plugs are probably going to be different than yours.
What type of a plug? Is it 2-pin, 3-pin?
I have to look at exactly what adapter it has, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3-pin plug. But it's the US kind. It's a triangle, like a US specific, made to the US plugs. But they do sell US transformers that you can plug in. You can talk to Marco. He knows exactly which one you need. But they do sell US transformers, and if you can't find one, then we'll make sure that you get one anyway. But they do sell those kinds of transformer plugs that go from US to whatever electricity you have over there. Because that's the one thing you're going to run into a problem. You can't just plug in our plugs to your outlets.
Okay, so I'll talk to Marco,
Yeah.
the Russian.
Marco, what is Robert eating? I'm hungry now. Oh. What are you eating, Robert?
It's porridge.
Porridge. Oh, very good. They have porridge in Australia, Marco. Very good.
In Zimbabwe.
Well, I guess they have it in Zimbabwe because you're eating it, but I don't know if they have it in Australia. I don't know if Marco can get porridge over there.
Well, they should have. They should have. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Microsoft Word. Very good.
Tell me, Microsoft Word, do they have, how does 365 work? I've never used that one. I'm still using the installed Microsoft versions.
So if you have 365, you can still install it. So it's going to work the same. If you want to use the web version, you can, but then I recommend using Google Docs instead of Office 365. Because Google Docs just tends to be a little bit better on the web. But 365 is fine. But you don't need to, even if you have 365, you can still install the desktop version like you have now.
Do I need the internet for the 365 always?
No, you just need to be able to install it on your machine. It needs the internet at some point probably to update to validate that you are, the serial number or whatever, or to update itself. But no, for the most part, you don't need the internet.
Office 365, okay. I think the desktop one is pretty fine.
It's fine, but at least here it's a lot more expensive.
The desktop version.
Yeah, because if you consider you have to pay for the desktop version, and then you have to keep paying to update it. So like at least here, you can get a copy of Office 365. You can pay Well, you can pay for a year. I think it's $99 a year, or you can pay for the monthly. I think $9 a month to $8, $9, $10 a month. Anyway, whatever it is, you pay for that price, and then you always have the latest version. You never have to worry about paying an extra fee to upgrade it or buy it from scratch or anything like that. So it ends up, I think, a little bit cheaper over time.
That's all right.
Because I don't know what
sweet.
sometimes you can find good deals on Office, so you can get full version of Office for, I don't know, $20, $50, something like that. In which case, that's good. But you have to remember that you're going to have to
Legit deals?
update it later.
Okay. I know it's fine. So it's good.
I used to have Office 365. I was going to say I can probably share the subscription with you so you can have access to it. I don't have it anymore. But if it's something that you need, it's something I can look into doing again. I don't really need it, but if it's something you need, I'll look into it.
Yeah, okay, let me use the desktop version for now, then we'll see. I'll update you. How about Google Docs? Google Docs is free, right?
Oh, yes. It says,
We
Robert,
can
you
work
guys
on-
have similar power plugs as we do. You guys use 220 and we use 230, but you essentially have the same power adapters as we do, as I send things to a mate in Zimbabwe many times. So Marco says, so he'll know what you need.
Okay, so very good. Are you opening another one or
Yep.
you're closing?
Oh, no. Open another one.
What is it?
Yep.
Very good.
What's the name of your beer?
What's the name of the beer? I don't know. I bought this. This is the shit beer that I bought a while ago. That I said it was terrible beer. I don't like it. But actually keeping it in the fridge for a month or two has seemed to make it better. So now I'm drinking it.
Was it?
Was what? Very good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Very good.
It's like that Sprint commercial. Or was it Verizon?
So what are you asking now?
I was saying, was it bad because it was straight from the store, because it was hot, or?
No, it wasn't hot, but it just wasn't. It didn't taste very good when I bought it. But now it's been in my fridge for a couple months. It actually tastes better. I don't know why.
So your fridge is magical, miracle.
Yeah, must be. Or it's just been in there for a while to take the bad taste out. I don't know. But it's actually drinkable now. It actually tastes pretty good. It's a little weak. I don't know. It's not the strongest beer in the world. That's probably why I'm not too drunk off of drinking like 8 or 9 beers so far, but I don't know. It's fine.
I hope it's not a cider. There's
Let's see. How many people do we have watching? Hello? Oh, wow. We have 3 people. Hello, people. Hello. How are you? How are you? Can you hear me?
hello. Hello.
That's pretty good. 3 people watching for this time of night. We're not doing bad.
Yeah, very good. Well, some people probably are just waking up.
That's true.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Very bad. Hello.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, we have all these people watching, but we don't have that many likes. What's going on? Come on, guys. Come on. You guys don't like us? Oh, well. Hey, I had somebody fill out our feedback form, Robert, and the only thing, there's a question that says, what do you think of the podcast hosts? And they put the letter B. So somebody thinks we're not A, we just B. I don't like that. That's very sad.
B.
That's
I
very
think
sad. I don't
maybe.
want to be B. B is kind of just average, a little above average. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to be a B. I want to be an A. I want to be A plus.
Exactly.
Or B like the okay.
Well, very good. Yeah, sounds like a good Zimbabwe song. Very good.
Do we have any more feedback like we got the other day that you read on the
We did get some
podcast?
feedback, but we'll have to read it on Sunday. Yeah, we did get some new feedback. We got some feedback from my favorite Miss Tragical that always leaves us some nice long emails that think I am gruff for some reason. Very bad.
Are you going to read it? Is the feedback
I'm
long
going to
as
read
well?
it. No, it's a little long, yeah, but we'll read it on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working and you're drinking. Bloody piss pot. Yeah, very good. You like? Marco's not very happy because he has to work. Well, at least he can listen to our podcast while he's working.
Exactly. Have fun working there, Marco. We're having fun relaxing.
That's right. Very good. We have a good time and you have a work. Very good. I like. Yeah, page 1, section 1. Yeah, very good.
How fast is your NVDA? NVDA is very fast.
So I have mine, I'm using eSpeak and I have it set to 35 and I have my rate boost turned on.
Oh, rate boost.
Rate boost. Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah, very
Do
bad.
you use any of the NVDA alphas, Nimmer?
Yes.
Are they working on anything exciting in 21.1, whatever it'll be?
Yeah, run the alpha and just look at the what's new. It'll tell you. What, you
Where
want
do
me
you
to read
find
it
that?
off? Fine, I'll read it off. God, you has too many questions. Let's see. I'm supposed to be drinking beer, not answering questions about NVDA, damn it. All right. Let's see. What's new in NVDA? Okay. Early support for UIA with Chrome-based browsers. Okay, that's good. Very good. Changes. In browse mode, controls can be activated with cursor routing on their descriptors, i.e. LNK, for a link with Braille.
Oh, okay.
This is especially useful for activating, for example, checkboxes with no labels. Then we have NVDA prevents the user from performing Windows 10 OCR if screen curtain is enabled. We have another one, updated Unicode locale data repository. What?
What? Does it prevent users from?
You can't use
OCR if
OCR
screen
when
curtain
screen
is
curtain is on
Why?
because your screen is blank.
Okay.
Added
see.
more mathematical symbols to the symbols dictionary, user guide, changes file, and key commands listing now have a refreshed appearance. Unsupported now reported when attempting to toggle screen layout in applications that do not support it. Attempt to cancel speech for expired focus events option in the advanced settings panel now enabled by default. This behavior can be disabled by default by setting this option to no. I don't know. I'm too drunk to know what the hell that means. Very good. Web applications, e.g. Gmail, no longer speak updated information when moving focus rapidly. eSpeak NG has been updated to 1.51-dev commit 53915. VF0A7CD 4AF9 0C4A388AC52FF6977223D 9F4D. Updated
So what's the version?
Louis Braille
What's the
translator
version?
to 3.17.0.
So many numbers.
Yeah. New Braille tables. Belarusian, literary Braille, Belarusian, computer Braille, Urdu, grade 1, Urdu, grade 2. Support for Adobe Flash content has been removed from NVDA due to the use of Flash being actively discouraged by Adobe. Bug fixes. Let's see. We have internal programs on Windows 10, 1607, and later when inserting and deleting characters in the middle of a line, the characters to the right of the caret are no longer read out. This experimental fix must be manually enabled in NVDA Advanced Settings panel by fixing the diff algorithm to diff match patch. Fixed access to edit fields in MCS Electronics, IEDE, and MS Outlook. Inappropriate distance reporting when shift tabbing from the message body to the subject field should not occur anymore. In the Python console, inserting a tab or indentation at the beginning of a non-empty input line and performing tab completion in the middle of an input line are now supported. Formatting information and other browsable messages no longer present unexpected blank lines when screen layout is turned off. It is now possible to read comments in MS Word with UIA enabled. Performance when interacting with Visual Studio has been removed. Or improved, sorry, not removed. Fixed graphical bugs such as missing elements when using NVDA with the right to left layout. Respect the GUI layout direction for the NVDA language, not the system locale. Don't issue for right to left languages. The right border of grouping links with labels / controls. Ding! Changes for developers. Oh, wow, there's 29 of these. All right, I'll keep going, Dennis. Now, let's see. Note, this is an add-on API breaking release. Add-on will need to be, authors will need to be retested and their manifest updated. NVDA now requires Python 3.8. NVDA build system now fetches all Python dependencies with pip and stores them in a Python virtual environment. This is all done transparently. To build NVDA, scons should continue to be used in the usual way, executing scons.bat in the root of the repository, running py dev -m scons is no longer supported, and scons.py has also been removed. To run NVDA from source rather than executing source /NVDA.py directly, the developer should now use run nvda.bat in the root of the repository. If you try to execute /nvda.pyw, a message box will alert you this is no longer supported. To perform unit tests, execute run. What is this? Run unit tests.bat. Less extra unit tests, extra discover options. To perform system tests, run execute system tests.bat. Less executable robot options. To perform linting, execute, run lint.bat. Please refer to readme.md for more details.
So do you know enough about Python that you could write NVDA source code?
I don't know without getting my hands deep into the code. I do know some Python, so I possibly could, but I haven't gotten into NVDA source enough to know yes or no. But probably could do at least some basic things. The following Python dependencies have also been upgraded. Comp types updated to 1.1.8. PySerial updated to 3.5. WX Python updated to 4.1.1. Py2xe updated to 0.10.11.0. Live text.getText lines has been removed. Instead, override getText, which returns a string of all text in the object. Live text objects can now calculate diffs by character. To alter the diff behavior for some object, override the diff algo property. See the string doc screen for string for details. When defining a script with the script decorator, the allowing sleep mode Boolean argument can be specified to control if a script is available in sleep mode or not. The following functions are removed from the config modules. Can start on secure screens, -u. Config is installed copy instead. As UI access and exec elevated, use them from the system utils module. Get config ders. Use global vars .app args .conf or .config path instead. Module level reason constants are removed from control types. Please use control types.output reason instead. Reason quick nav has been removed from browse mode. Use control types.output.reason.quicknav instead. Nvda object and derivatives property is current now. Strictly returns enum class. Control types is current. Is current is no longer optional and thus will not return none when an object is not current object. Control types. I can't read this shit. Is current. Current type. Control type. Control types is current. Labels. Mapping has been removed.
Okay.
Instead, use the display string property on a control types is current enum value.
So many changes for developers.
For examples, control types is current .yes .display strings. So that's what we use now. NVDA objects and derivative property current is now strictly returns control type is current. This current is no longer optional and thus will not return none when the object is not current. Control type has been removed. Use display string properties. Oh, maybe I already read all those. All right. When kernel.getTime format has been removed, use when kernel.time format x instead. When kernel.date format has been removed, use when kernel.getDate format x instead. GUI.driver settings mixing has been removed. use GUI.auto settings mixing. Speech dot get speech for spelling has been removed. Use speech.getSpelling speech. Commands cannot be directly imported from speech as import speech. Speech.example commands or import.speech.manager. Speech.manager example commands. Use from speech.commands, import example commands instead. Speak text info will no longer set speech through speak without pauses if reason is say all, as say all handlers manually now. This manually. The synth driver module is no longer is no longer imported into global commands and GUI.settings dialogues used from synth driver handler import sync functions example instead. Role equation has been removed. Control types use role math instead. Auto setting utils driver settings. Classes are removed from driver handler. Please use them from auto setting utils driver setting. Auto setting utils classes are removed from driver handler. Please use them from auto setting util.utils. Support from text infos that do not inherit from content. Reco.base content something text info is removed. Speak without pauses has been removed. Please use speech without pauses. Speak repause has been removed. Please use speak without pauses, repause instead. Welcome dialog, launcher dialog, and allow stats usage dialog are moved to the GUI startup dialogs. Get doc file path has been moved from GUI to the documentation utils module. There we go.
Jeez,
Does that
there's a
answer
lot
your
of
question?
changes there's a lot of changes for developers.
Very good. You like? Should I read some more? Let's see. Oh, Marco has some questions. All right, let's see what Marco asks. He says, very bad. Then he says, does Robert go hunting for his porridge in Zimbabwe? Very good. And then he says, so nothing really majorly interesting, really. Very good, Marco. You like?
Have you had a chance to file that bug report for Outlook?
Uh-oh. Robert's gone. No, I have not yet. Oh, very bad. Marco's gone. No, not Marco. Robert. Oh, well.
They made a change last year that developers had to make changes for.
Yep, it'll probably happen every year. It'll probably be... It's also a way to make sure that add-ons stay updated and developers are still active and that kind of thing. So I'm sure it'll probably happen next year too.
Yeah.
So if you're a developer, you got to update your add-ons. Very good. You like?
Well, it weeds out the developers that. Well, Nvda almost ended up taking over that one add-on, the remote, because they weren't getting back to Nvda. They almost ended up taking. I was waiting for them to take it over and say, "The hell with you! You're giving it to us. We're taking it over."
I don't think NV Access can do that, but who knows?
I know they were getting really pissed off.
Well, you can be pissed off all you want, but you can't just take over someone's work.
because they weren't updating it. They weren't getting back to NVDA saying, "Hey, we're going to update it."
Well, it's up to them, and that's why that's what happens in open source land. It happens a lot. People work on something, they get bored, they get tired, they move on. Kish kish, too bad.
Yeah, I think something as critical as the NVDA remote probably at some point should be merged into NVDA.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of security implications of doing that, and there's something to be said that it's not truly a screen reader feature either.
Yeah,
It's not a great solution for enterprise either. It's you have to have NVDA on the actual machine itself to be able to access it. That's not really great. And you have to have it running. Like, that's not, I don't know. It's not a very good solution.
no, I mean, they can say what they want that they're in businesses. They may be in a few, but I don't think they're never going to get a foothold in corporate America or corporate anywhere where it's high security,
We'll see. Yeah, probably not.
Well, just like Android. I mean, a lot of corporations don't use Android because of, security risks. And I'm not saying that's found it, but that's the excuse they use.
Yep, that's true. Well, everybody, we've been on for about 2 hours, somewhere around there. Actually, a bit over 2 hours now, close to 3 hours.
Okay.
So I think maybe we'll call this broadcast today, huh?
Alrighty.
We don't seem to be getting any new comments. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed the party. Maybe I'll go have a few more beers before I go to sleep.
There you
What
go.
would you like? Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this information about OnePlus and anything
Yes.
else that we talked about. Talked about a lot of things. Thank you, Robert, for coming on. And thanks, Dennis. And
Absolutely. I enjoyed
Live
it.
Accessible, thanks for your comments. Yeah, check out the Live Accessible YouTube channel. I posted the link in that chat a little bit above. And definitely look out for that. Maybe we'll do a collaboration of some kind together at some point soon. And very good. Thanks all for coming on. See you all next
All
time.
right. Later.